your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday night. Long-neck beer and long-legged cowboys turn on the wild side of me. Show me to a bar with a pedal steel guitar. That's all the atmosphere I'll ever need. Well, I've loved them back in Tulsa and I loved them in L.A. I'll turn them cowboys every way but loose. And I'm a fast-living, free-loving, honky-tonk cowgirl. Get ready now, boys, we ain't got time to lose. Put on your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday night. Well, you ain't gotta know how to rope in record time, just as long as you know how to dance. We'll do the Cotton Eye Joe, then honey, I'll let you hold me close. Maybe later on we'll get down to romance. Put on your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday night. Put on your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday, honky-tonk Saturday, honky-tonk Saturday night. Put on your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday night. Put on your cowboy hat and your faded blue jeans. Shine up them cowboy boots. If it's me you wanna please, I want a lover and a fighter and a wild bull rider to hold me tight on this honky-tonk Saturday night. Put on your cowboy.
She is, folks. She sang with Mo Bandy and had a few hits on her own about 15 years, 20 years ago. Becky Hobbs to sing for you and me and all our Live 365 listeners. Yes, sir. That's Becky Hobbs. This is Pioneers of Country. In case you didn't know that, the Pioneers of Country on Live 365, and we are live today at about 12:03. It's afternoon in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. If you're in the Eastern Time Zone, it's 12:03 right now, 17:03. That's a universal time all over the world if you go by those clocks. I don't know why you would, but I guess that's the way that goes. We're just doing a live show on March 6th for another hour or so. I'd like to hear from you. While those played a few songs in a row there, before that you heard Del Reeves, One Dime at a Time. And Sheb Woolley, White Lightning, Roger Miller, King of the Road, Johnny Paycheck, Don't Take Her, 'cause she's all I got. And so that's what we played here. I was saying I went and checked the directory in Live 365, and for standard non-VIP listeners, we're all full. We've maxed out our listener slots on standard. So if you're a standard listener trying to get in, you can't get in. And we'd like to be able to afford more open slots, but the only way we can do that is if we have more VIP listeners listening, supporting by listening. You support by listening. You could join all you standard listeners. You could join the VIP program. If you should do it from our website, so we get a little extra bonus there, like somebody did about 2 weeks ago, and really, really helped out. I want to thank that person, whoever they may be, who signed up for VIP. I think they sent me a shout out too for signing up to VIP listenership, and they are very happy that they did. Because they don't hear all those commercials when we're in basic mode. When we're in live mode, you don't hear much commercials anyway. But then they drop the listeners like in half, 50% normally what you could get. But I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing, but that's the way that goes, I guess. Well, we're talking about March 6th today. We're celebrating Bob Wills' birthday. Was born in Cosey, Texas in 1905. He became a leading figure in Western swing, launching such material as Stay a Little Longer, Faded Love, and we just played San Antonio Rose a few minutes ago. What else happened on this day, on March 6th? Oh, in 1983, CMT, Country Music Television, made its cable debut. In 1990, Warner Brothers released Travis Tritt's debut album called Country Club. There's some other things happen on this day, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Thank you so much for being there and joining us here on Pioneers of Country on a Sunday. We'll be here for another hour or so. I want to hear from you. Send me a shout-out from your player window or send me email to dave@n1dk.com. Why? Because I'm crazy. It's because of country music, though, that I'm crazy. Here they are, folks.
Thank you very much.
The Geese and Swans.
I sit here by the men's room in this country bar, consuming so much beer that I can't walk too far. A month ago my loving lady had a cow. When she heard that Ralph would not be back on Nashville now, these old country songs that I've been singing all this time finally drove away my wife and drove me out of my mind. And the future's looking weird, it's enough to make you scared. And because of country music, I've gone crazy. I got holes in my boots, I got holes in my jeans. Hold on, I'll be right back, man, you know what that means. Between the bar tab and the jukebox, my mind got up and went. I even voted for Clinton for president. Play some Hank, play some Willie, play some Patsy Cline. Keep your finger off of crazy, it'll blow my mind. And the future is the pits, it's enough to make you quit. And because of country music, I've gone crazy. Hold on, I'll be right back, man, you know what that means. Between the bar tab and the jukebox, my mind got up and went. I even voted for Clinton for president. Play some Hank, play some Willie, play some Patsy Cline. Keep your finger off of crazy, it'll blow my mind. And the future is the pits, it's enough to make you quit. And because of country music, I've gone crazy. And the future's looking dim, but at least I'm getting slim. And because of country music, I've gone crazy.
Oh, there they are.
Thank you very much.
What a great honor. Sam and Son, the Giesenslaws. I believe they're retired now, folks, but boy, they could sing a country song. They were real pioneers of country, weren't they? They appeared on Arthur Godfrey's show back in the 1960s, I believe. And they sounded pretty good. I think their song back then was You Wouldn't Shuck Me, Would You? Shuck, S-H-U-C-K, I think. Or something like that. I think I had that song. But anyway, we're live on Live 365. This is Pioneers of Country on March the 6th. What are some of the songs that topped the charts on this day in history? California Girls by David Lee Roth was number one in 1985, or was on the top of the charts. Gary Moore's Baby Bye Bye, also in 1985. Heart Healer by Mel Tillis in 1977 was on the top of the charts, and Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller was also. Barbra Streisand, Love Theme from A Star Is Born. Sly and the Family Stone had Everyday People in 1969, as did Creedence Clearwater Revival's Proud Mary. Pony Time by Chubby Checker in 1961. Elvis Presley had Surrender in that year. Don't Worry by Marty Robbins in 1961. Boy, he did that song. When he sang Don't Worry, man, he poured his heart into it. That's why they called him Mr. Teardrop. Marty Robbins. Let's see. In 1945, Johnny Mercer had Accentuate the Positive. Tommy Dorsey Orchestra had I Dream of You. A Little on the Lonely Side by the Frankie Carlisle Orchestra in 1945. That's like me. I'm a little on the lonely side. I want to hear from some listeners. So send me some email or shout out, will you, please? I'm Losing My Mind Over You, Al Dexter was 45. 1953, Until I Waltz Again with You, Teresa Brewer. Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como. The Cherokee Cowboy had that song. That was the country version of that. Keep It a Secret by Joe Stafford. And this day, March 6th, 1953. This man topped the charts, even though he was no longer with us at the time. Oh, the Lord himself, Hank Williams.
Elijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. He fell in love with an Indian maid over in the antique store. Elijah just stood there and never let it show, so she could never answer yes or no. He always wore his Sunday feathers and held a tomahawk. The maiden wore her beads and braids and hoped someday he'd talk. Elijah, too stubborn to ever show a sign, because his heart was made of knotty pine. Oh, Elijah, he never got a kiss. Oh, Elijah, he don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old wooden head. Elijah was a lonely Indian, never went nowhere. His heart was set on the Indian maid with the coal black hair. Elijah just stood there and never let it show, so she could never answer yes or no. And then one day a wealthy customer bought the Indian maid.